This is Randy Hufford with Institute of Visual Arts. This is your instructions for file preparation for Photoshop Hawaii, print output, 16 by 24 metallic print. Okay, the steps that we're going to do is you're going to open up a file, open up an adjusted file of what you like to do as a metallic print. Remember, a metallic print is a print that really emphasizes detail and sharpness. So make it one of your images that are not shot with high ISO, that don't have a lot of grain or noise in them, and have a lot of detail and sharpness and really sharp lines. Okay? So once you open up that image, we're first going to take and use the crop tool and size it for the 16 by 24. These prints are going to be printed for application for what's called a chromaplex, or a second surface mounting. And so we're going to have a bleed on these prints. And then we're going to have a leading and trailing edge on the print, so it can be used in a mounting laminating machine to mount it to face mount, to do a face mount or a chromaplex mounting. If you opt to do that later on, you can order one of those prints. You can order that mounting later on if you guys would like to. So then after you've sized it, we're going to confirm the resolution. Then we're going to add 2 borders on it. So here we go. I got my image open. This is Rosebud. And the first thing I'm going to do is choose either the letter C or the crop tool. So here's the crop tool right here. Make sure you choose the crop tool, the letter C. Then when you open up the crop tool, across the top it shows options for that tool in Photoshop. What we're going to do is we're going to change this to width by height, and we're going to type in 16.5. We need a 1/4 inch bleed around this print to do a flush mount. Okay, there has to be a little bit of the image bleeds past the board when we mount it, because you can't make the print and the board line up exactly precisely. So you always make the print a 1/4 inch bigger. So we're going to go 1624 by 24.5. So again, my dimensions are 16.5 by 24.5. And notice that it's cropping it as a vertical, but I want it to be a horizontal, so these 2 arrows in between alternate it between vertical and horizontal. Okay? So now that we've done this, we want to also make sure that we've selected delete crop pixels. Okay? The pixels have to be deleted in order for us to add the border. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and move. I'm actually going to change. I'm going to use the golden spiral for this one. Oh, it would be nice if that flower fit right in there. Let's just look at it and see what that looks like with a crop. It's kind of nice, but that's not exactly what I want. So I'm going to go back to the rule of thirds. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I'm going to move that. I have the choice of moving that up to there or moving it down. I like it moved down right there. So once you like your crop, you hit this check mark, which means apply the crop, or hit the return key. Okay? Next thing you're going to do is you're going to come up to this drop-down menu under Image. Under Photoshop File Edit, Image. Go to Image Size. Okay, Image Size, notice it's a 24.5 by 16.5. Make sure Resampled's turned on, and then hit 300. Okay? So 24.5 by 16.5 at 300. Okay, then what we're going to do next now is we need some borders on the right, on the left for the mounting process. If you guys choose to come up here and watch the training on the mounting and laminating, we do have some personal training next week. If you guys are interested, and you can actually see that technique done. So I'm going to come up to Image now. So across the top, go to your drop-down menu, Image, Canvas Size. Okay, notice the width is 24.5. The height is 16.5. On the height, I want to add 2 inches to each side. So I'm going to type in 4. Okay, and I make sure this dimension relative is selected. That means relative means how many inches do you want to add. And if our anchor's in the center, it will split that dimension into 2. Okay, and then you want to make sure you click on this and choose a white. And we hit OK. Okay, so there we go. This is our print that's oversized, 1/4 inch each side. It's bled, so it's called bleeding. 1/4 inch on each side, and then I have a little trailing and leading edge, which makes it really easy to do the mount. The next step is we're going to go File, Save As. Okay, go to your folder, go to a folder, your name with the word prints on it, and then name it. Name the file your name. Remember, don't use any spaces and don't use any special characters, only underscore numbers and letters. You can use little lower caps and upper caps. And then name it the print. Okay, this is a 16 by 24 metallic. And then make this be a TIFF file. Do not use a JPEG. So I'm going to grab a TIFF file and save it. And hit OK. No compression, okay? Okay, it's that simple. Follow these steps. Bring some files in. Put it on a flash drive, jump drive, CD, DVD, or a portable hard drive. But make sure the only files on that drive that you bring in are only the folder with your files on it. Please don't bring other files. It makes it too confusing when we have so many students and there's so many files to choose from. We only want the files that you want to have printed. Thank you very much. We're going to have a great time in the class. Looking forward to seeing you guys. God bless.